Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We had some technical glitches this morning, but we're here live with you. Thank you guys so much for joining us live. I got some bright lips this morning. You know why? Because I'm showing off my pearly whites. Okay, so I'm a little shiny today. I apologize. Let's just get started, okay? Let's not dwell on that. Well, let's get started here for a minute. So remember those crunchy sweet treats we enjoyed last week together, the Rice Krispie treats? Did you enjoy those? Comment below. Put a 1 in the comments if you have made your Rice Krispie treats, if you enjoyed them, and if you shifted up the dial on the healthy factor on them. So thank you guys for joining us here on our Facebook brand page, as well as those of you who are joining us on the recording on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Amy Miller, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Today. I'm a crunchy mom. I'm a researcher of all things natural for a little over 10 years. And together with my husband, we are the founders of 3 Life Essentials. So if you're new to our Free Friday series, comment below. Just comment newbie so I can know you're new and I can say hello. Let us know where you're joining from. I am welcoming you today live from Moran, Wyoming, just outside of Grand Teton National Park, where we explored yesterday, and our family is headed back today to go explore at Yellowstone. We just recently homeschool, and we just recently finished our homeschooling year, and to celebrate, we're spending a few days exploring the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone. So like I said, we're the founders of 3 Life Essentials, advocating wellness in all areas of our lives, in our spiritual well-being, in our health care, and in our lifestyle choices. And our team is on a mission. Our global team is on a mission to help others with their health. And this is Free Friday. It's our weekly series on Friday to address honestly, to experience freedom, to live life more fully and more abundantly. And it's just a bonus if we can do this in a natural way. So today we're going to be toxic chemical free. We are going to be free from ingredients that we cannot pronounce. Yes. And we're going to be stank breath free. No more stank breath. And we're going to be stained free teeth. Or we're going to have stain-free teeth. Now, I have a little bonus gift for those of you who are tuning in at the beginning with us. Hopefully you can see and hear me okay. I think you are. Those of you who are beginning, I want to send you a link. This is our new link that we've been sharing with you over the past few weeks. If you missed out on the Rice Krispie treats recipe that we made together last week, or any of the others that we've shared over the past year, we've been doing our Free Friday series now for a little over a year this month. You can find all of those recipes at recipes.3lifeessentials.com. And so I'm going to put that here in the comments below for you. Hopefully, that's always a wonder if we're going to be able to do this. And that way you can have that, you can see that, you can go there, you can refer to that for any of the recipes and DIYs that we've shared. Now, if you're wondering what all of those are, you can check out our YouTube channel where we have all of those stored. In fact, you can click subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can have all the information. It's 3 Life Essentials. And you can subscribe and you'll get notified when we upload those new videos if you can't join us here live on Fridays. So let me see. I lost my notes here. Okay, so I'm curious, what are you currently doing in your morning and evening oral routine? What's your current routine? Just type in the comments like brush, floss, mouthwash. Yes, no? What's your current oral routine? Do you have like some some specifics that you do. Now, we've talked about oral health before. Actually, 1 year ago, we talked about some oral health benefits, some things that we could do with oil pulling and things like that. So we're going to kind of briefly touch on that today. I'm not going to go into the benefits of that and why you would maybe want to do that and things like that, but we are going to talk about the importance of oral health, kind of what an oral care routine, what my oral care routine used to be, and then what my current oil routine is. We're going to talk about oil pulling and activated charcoal. And then what are some of the benefits of activated charcoal? And then we're going to do a DIY to up level your oral routine. And hopefully you'll be inspired to do at least one change today in your oral routine that will help you maximize your health benefits. We've talked before about being proactive in our health, doing things before we have to react in a way, and this is another way to be proactive in your health care. So, yeah, so let's just talk a little bit about just the importance of oral health, and then we're going to get into some really good stuff behind me, okay? So, in a report by the Surgeon General of the US, it was titled Oral Health in America. It was reported that the mouth is a reflection of what's going on in our bodies. If you've ever had conversations with a good dentist, they will echo that they can tell from your mouth some things that are going on in your body. They can tell what's going on with your cardiovascular health. They can tell you what's going on with your cellular health. And so the mouth may show signs even of nutritional deficiencies that they can see, and it can serve as kind of like an early warning sign for diseases and other immune system problems. So the mouth can even show signs of general infection and stress. Those of you who are dental hygienists or you work in the dental area, can I get comment below, say if I'm sharing this information correctly, or share your own feedback and expertise. In fact, if you're watching this live or on the replay and you know an oral health professional, or you know somebody who would benefit from this information, go ahead and click the share button now, and that will really help them and help everyone who's watching, because if it's an oral health professional, then they can share some expertise as well. Okay, so I'm having some craziness stuff out behind me. Okay, so now oral infections can actually even weaken our immune systems, and oral signs and symptoms are often just kind of a sign of your general health condition. So, and our mouths are literally home to billions of bacteria, the good and the bad, viruses, fungi, parasites, other waste products, like yuck. In fact, when you do DNA profiling, over 19,000 different types of oral bacteria have been identified. So some of them friendly, but some of them quite nasty bacteria. So it makes you want to go brush your teeth right now, right? Comment below if you just really feel like you need to, like, comment below with the word brush or get rid of the yuck, if it makes you really want to just go brush your teeth right now. Yeah, so our immune systems are constantly fighting these organisms. And if our immune systems are overloaded by excess stress and poor diet, environmental toxins, things like that, it can spread throughout your body and create some secondary issues and lead to lots of health challenges. So, okay, so you can see why it's important to have good oral hygiene, right? And keep our mouths clean. And today we're going to share a few ways to help you do that naturally. Okay, so let me ask you this. Watching live or on the replay or recording, put a 1 in the comments if you have tried or you currently do oil pulling as part of your oil routine, and drop a 2 if you've ever tried or you use activated charcoal in your oil routine. Okay, so think about that. Think about that for just a minute, and I'm going to share with you what used to be my oral routine. I'm going to grab my water here that has my Good Girl Moonshine in it. We shared this recipe on our Sunday Night Live panel discussion a few weeks back. So you'll have to catch that. Okay, so previously, my previous oil routine was I would brush, obviously, sometimes floss, not all the time, and sometimes mouthwash. My current routine is I do oil pulling 2 to 3 times a week. I tongue scrape, I floss, and then I do activated charcoal sometimes when I brush, not every time, and then mouthwash occasionally. So let me see if I can see in your comments if anybody's sharing. Oh gosh, hey Bethany, good to see you. Share with us your oil routine. Or if you have ever tried the oil pulling or the activated charcoal. Now, even if you're watching this after the live ends, let us know, because we're going to be going back through and answering questions and sharing, engaging in your conversation. So let me tell you a little bit about I'm going to tell you a little bit about activated charcoal. We're not going to go into great detail about oil pulling, except for I'm going to show you a DIY that marries the two. But because we've already done a whole free Friday on, let me turn this down. Oh, that's why it's okay. We've already done a whole free Friday on oil pulling and the benefits. And so I'm going to share with you guys the link to be able to connect with that if you want more information about why would you even want to oil pull, or what is that even? What is that? Comment below. What is that even? If you are like, what are you even talking about, oil pulling? Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about activated charcoal. So drop a comment below if you wish you had whiter teeth or better visits at the dentist. Anybody's had like some not so fun dentist visits at the dentist? Maybe drop a little toothy smile emoji if this is you, if you wish you had whiter teeth or better visits at the dentist. Yeah. So activated charcoal, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. Activated charcoal is basically just a charcoal that holds material and debris. Like when you brush with activated charcoal, it will help remove discoloration, stains, debris, and it leaves the surface of the tooth clean, and the appearance is going to be whiter. Now, activated charcoal in general, if you've been crunchy for a while, you may even have some of these capsule forms in your medicine cabinet or something. We don't have any right now because it's really great, especially if you have kids. If there's any kind of, if they've ever consumed something like my twins consumed mushrooms one time, not that that would ever happen in your life, or not that that ever happened in ours, but if they consume any kind of poison or something, activated charcoal can be very beneficial in helping bind to that poison or toxin and pulling it out of the body. So it's really beneficial in helping to no more needing to like pay thousands or hundreds of dollars in getting those expensive teeth whitening that contains all of those nasty chemicals that you don't even need in your body. Let's do something that's way less expensive and will be much more natural, and it will get rid of the discoloration. So Bethany, you said dentists are evil and you hate them. You know, when you have bad experiences, it can be challenging. And Bethany, you bring up a good point, because if you can find a biological dentist, you can actually Google that. There's even a website that you can locate biological dentists in your area. Those are dentists that actually know how to work with the body in a holistic manner. Think of them as like a naturopathic doctor, but for oral health. They're fantastic. I've seen 2 of them over the last probably I don't know, 5 or 6 years, and they have completely changed the way that I even look at my oral health, that I see dentistry, and also just they look at your body in a nutritional aspect as well, way more than your standard dentist would. So that's just a side note for you. That's free for you, Bethany, and anybody else watching. So let me show you the activated charcoal that I use. Now, you don't have to use this particular one. You can actually get the activated charcoal capsules from any kind of vitamin store, natural food section in your grocery store, online. I'll make sure and post in our recipes.3lifeessentials.com that I gave you guys earlier. I'll give you guys links to be able to find these activated charcoal easily online. But this one I use is war paint. Now, this one not only has activated charcoal, but it has a clay that also helps to remineralize your teeth and strengthens your teeth. If you've ever had a dentist tell you you need to have something that has given you a special tool that you need to remineralize your tooth enamel and things like that, that's what this will do. It's rich in vital minerals, beneficial for your teeth and your gums. It's like calcium, potassium, and it actually polishes the teeth as well. So clay has been used for decades as a treatment for like different health conditions and things. And so now let me tell you kind of just the benefits of activated charcoal. It will brighten your smile. It will help you with having healthy gums. It will help to detoxify your mouth. It will help protect your enamel, freshening your breath, reducing plaque. Great for sensitivity. And obviously, it also will help you be more confident, because you feel more confident when you smile more, and feel more confident when your smile looks nice. So now it is black. Let me show it to you. It's black, it's messy, but after you're done, you will be so, you won't be able to wipe the smile off your face. So can you guys see that here? I'll make sure I can't see my camera here. So yeah, so you can't see inside there because it's black. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, and this grimy little powder will actually whiten and polish your teeth with activated coconut shell charcoal. So now brace yourself, because it is pitch black and it will make you look like a toothless pirate. Okay. Holla to out all the toothless pirates out there. So is anybody sold on this yet? Yes. Everybody wants to look like a toothless pirate, right? Okay. So now, if you want to use this, a great way to use this is to just get a little scoop, about a 1/4 teaspoon, and you can actually put this on your toothbrush. You can put it in with a little water. You can swish it around, like you would with mouthwash, and spit it out. But I'm going to give you guys a way to just totally up level your oral care in just a minute. Okay. So now, obviously, we cannot have a free Friday. Well, actually, we did have a free Friday last week. We didn't even talk about oils. But obviously, doTERRA oils are going to not only add to this, they're not only going to give you a great taste to all of this, but also freshen your breath without alcohol, without chemicals, dyes. You guys, when you've been using those commercial mouthwashes, they contain chemicals, food dyes. They disrupt your hormonal system that how many of us, especially women, how many of us are working really hard to keep our hormones balanced? Hello? Those disrupt that system. So let's just kick it out. Okay, so I'm going to show you a way to marry the oil pulling that we've talked about last year in our Free Friday series. And I'm going to give you guys the link to all the benefits of that, and your activated charcoal, to just completely overhaul your oral health. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to take a bowl, glass bowl like this, and you're going to put in 2 teaspoons of your activated charcoal. You want to do this like in a place that it's not really going to matter. if you kind of make messy. If you're using your little activated charcoal capsules with this, just make sure you're opening, like just kind of wiggle that capsule very slowly. Don't just kind of pop it open because the black will go everywhere. Okay. So you're going to put in your 2 teaspoons of your activated charcoal, and then you're going to put in, and this is an ingredient we have not talked about today, but this is what we talk about in depth in our oil pulling free Friday that I'm going to share with you guys at the end. You're going to add in your organic unrefined coconut oil, and you're going to put in 1 cup. And actually, I'm going to try to find my other spoon here because I think that's going to be easier. Let me grab my other spoon here, you guys. I made some earlier today, so this spoon is black. And I meant to already have my cup already done. I need a little assistant who can help me get all this out. But we will scoop this out.
Waiting for a little assistant.
Yeah. Oh.
You can add another one.
Oh, I just need 1. Thank you.
Oh,
I have an assistant coming to help me. That's awesome. And if you have an assistant in your home as well, they can help you with this. Now, you know your coconut, if you're in a cooler climate like I am right now, it's going to be solid. But if you are in a warmer climate, it is going to be, obviously, your coconut oil is going to be liquefied. So you're going to want to, hey, Erlene, thanks for joining. Bethany, you said right now you brushed with a tooth powder and used mouthwash. You haven't tried oil pulling yet and not sure what the activated charcoal thing is. I'm always introducing some random weirdness to you guys.
What can I do?
Well, we're going to finish filling this up, but I'm not sure if you are going to be able to dig this out of here.
I will. I can.
So what we're going to do is you're going to fill up 1 cup of your solid coconut oil. Now I see this is only a half cup right now, but you're gonna be able to get the picture here. So I'm going to just scoop this into my glass container, but you're going to do a whole cup, even though I just have a half cup right now. And then you're going to add the star of the show today, which is dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun.
What is it?
Spearmint.
Spearmint.
Dun, 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 dun.
This oil is fantastic for not only freshening your breath, it is the oil of confident speech. So it will also even help you be beneficial to you as you are. Oh, Asher, people can only see the top of your forehead. Let me move this down. It will not only freshen your breath, but it also helps you build confident speech. And
talking about speech, I do speech.
You do speech, yes. And it really helps with your oral health as well. Now, there are some other oils that you can add to this, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And we've talked about that again. We're going to refer back to the oil pulling video that we talked about. But Asher's going to add in 20 drops of the spearmint in here. Okay, so do a good job of counting. And let me tell you about some other oils that would be beneficial to add in here.
5, 6, 7,
A few weeks ago, we did our
9,
copaiba video.
13, 14,
You can go back and find
15,
that
16,
on
17, 18, 19, 20.
You can go back and find that on our YouTube channel where we talked about the buzz that's legal in all 50 states. We talked about the oral health benefits of this oil. In fact, you can find out more about this even on PubMed about the oral health benefits in copaiba, and it's a very mild oil, and the health benefits go beyond. So we're going to add in a few of these as well. So Asher, add in 10 drops of your copaiba.
Okay.
Now, I like the spearmint also because it's not quite as powerful as strong as the peppermint in your mouth, but you can most certainly use peppermint. If you need another oil that is very powerful in gum health, if you're having trouble and you're trying to keep your gums healthy, another great oil to add in is myrrh. This is a fantastic oil to add into this. And then if you're really wanting to like kill all the things, okay, and keep things really healthy, add in some cinnamon bark. And that will really keep your mouth extra healthy. So you've got the drops in there. Then you're just going to take this mixture and you're going to stir it up. And sometimes, not on live video, will the powder kind of spill out onto your hands. That won't ever happen on live video.
Except for that, it just happened on the floor and on your hand. So, yeah, that's a great thing, huh?
Hey, Asher, why don't you go, Gren, get a wet paper towel and you can wipe up the stuff that's spilled. So obviously you're going to want to stir slowly, but it's going to become this fabulous. Look at this, you guys. Don't you just feel awesome when you're making this? Yes. So it's going to become this dark black mixture. And then once you're finished, just kind of incorporating everything in, and you no longer have black on your hands. Hey, we're getting messy and fun here today.
Hurry.
Hurry. Okay. So can you wipe
The floor.
now? It will come off. It may take a little bit of rubbing, but it will come off. And it actually will be whitening your teeth. Now I'm going to show you how you guys can do this before you brush your teeth so that you don't walk out the door in the mornings as the toothless pirate too. Okay. Do you mind? Watch your head, but will you wipe all that too? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let me make sure. Okay. We've mashed it all together. We've got to get it in there. Okay. So here's what we're going to do next. I'm going to show you. Oops. Black on the paper towel.
Pitch dark.
Okay. Okay, I lost all your comments, so I was going to see if you guys have any questions so far. Yes, Bethany, your coconut oil is usually liquefied. Yes, I can imagine in Phoenix that it would be totally liquefied. Go that way. Go that way and get another paper towel, wet paper towel, please. Okay, so next what you're going to want to do, now these have, since I made some of these earlier today, these still have some black on them, but I promise you they're clean. I just made these earlier. So, but here's what I'm going to show you. So what you're going to want to do from here is you're going to want to take this and you're going to have some silicone molds. Now you can get these on Amazon. Again, I think I also even have these in our on our Amazon shop site so that you guys can see these from when we made our gummy bears together. Now you can use your gummy bear molds if you would like, but you will need to have several of these for your oil pulling. Go ahead. Look.
Whoa. The shower is dying.
No, it's not dying.
Himself.
No, it's not dying. Okay. So, so what you can do, because you want to have in your oil pulling routine, you want to have like 2 to 3 teaspoons to start out putting it in your mouth. I'll show you my oil pulling chews that I've created by marrying the coconut oil, the oil pulling chew idea, along with the activated charcoal. And I've made these just fun little pods that you can chew. Now you'll take this in your mouth. I'm not going to do it now because I won't be able to talk afterwards. You're going to take it in your mouth. You'll chew it until it liquefies, and then you will swish it in your mouth for 5 minutes. You want to work your way up to about 15 to 20 minutes. Now I know that sounds like a lot, but it's just like when you're lifting new weights or you're trying a new run or a workout or an exercise. No. We'll talk about kids in just a minute, okay? I have to go quickly. Move, please. Thank you for your help. So we have to totally lost my train of thought, you guys. I'm sorry. So you're going to put it in your mouth. You're going to work your way up. So like if you're, the first day you're lifting weights, you're not immediately lifting 50 pounds. You're working your way up to that. So just like if you're running a mile, you're not running a mile first day, you're working your way up to that. So start with your 5 minutes, and then you can work your way up to 15 to 20 minutes. And you can do this once a week, 2 to 3 times a week. 2 to 4 times a week is ideal if you can do that and stay consistent with it. Let me share with you some times that you can do this, because you want to do this on an empty stomach and before you brush your teeth. So great times to do this are when you're in the shower, shampooing your hair, shaving your legs, things like that. Your mind won't be on that you're swishing something in your mouth. But you can also do this when you're doing laundry, just grooming in the mornings, things like that, so that you're not, so that your mind isn't on the fact that you're doing it. You can time yourself 5 minutes, working your way up to 15 to 20 minutes. So now they are black. You will look like the toothless pirate, but then you're going to spit it out in the trash, not in your sink, because that will contain lots of toxins and bacteria that you've just pulled out of your mouth. And then you will brush your teeth. Now, again, if you guys don't want to do this, you can do just your oil pulling, or you can do just the activated charcoal. But I love the fact that you can marry the two of these and just totally up level everything all at one time. And these smell amazing. I wish I had smell-o-vision here. The spearmint in here. And then you've got your copaiba, which really doesn't change the aroma or the flavor. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your silicone molds. And again, you're going to want to have 2 to 3 teaspoons. You're going to want to have your molds held about 2 to 3 teaspoons. So if you've done your gummy bear molds, if you want to use those, you will need to consume about 6 of these to have 2 teaspoons. So just know that ahead of time, that, if you want to be budget conscious and use what you already have when you've made your gummy bears, then you're going to have to consume about 6 of these to be able to have enough in your mouth. Because if you don't have enough, then you won't be doing any benefit. If you have too much, it will just kind of gag you. So you want to have about 2 to 3 teaspoons when you do your oil pulling. I have found that these little molds like this, and you're literally, guys, just kind of scoop it in there, just kind of raw like. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you can just pop it in the fridge for about 10 minutes and then pop them out, and they will look just like these lovelies. Now, I found this mold right here, this size of mold, filled all the way to the top, is about 3 teaspoons. So if you want to start with 2 teaspoons, just kind of fill this about 2/3 full. That's what I did with these. These are about the 3 teaspoons. So this is what you would consume as an adult. Now, what if you have kids? Can your kids do this? Yes. If they're old enough to swish something in their mouth for about 5 to 10 minutes and then spit it out. Now, my 8-year-old is now old enough to be able to do this. And so we are just starting to incorporate this into his oral routine. And so if you've got some cute little robot molds like this, which you don't have to get all fancy like this, but you can do some little robot molds like this. All of these would be a good size for them, because the smaller molds are only about 1 teaspoon. 2 of these little heart molds make 2 teaspoons. So this would be at half the size, which would be really good for their size mouths. So you can also teach them how to do this. Bethany, you bought molds at the craft store by the cake decorating stuff. Good idea. Like at Hobby Lobby or something. Is a great place to go. Yeah, just a silicone mold. You can get them on Amazon too if you need to order online, if you don't have a craft store in your area. One Step is fabulous. Yes, if you can put them together and all in one deal, awesome. And you guys, you're going to start noticing, maybe you even take a photo of the color of your teeth before you start this routine. And then maybe like a month later, if you've been consistent with it, and give me feedback. Reach out to me, text me, comment on our Facebook page. Let us know what your dentist says when you are incorporating this routine. into your oral health. Okay, one last thing before I go. So two things actually. Mouthwash. If you want to just do this as a mouthwash, you can just take your spearmint in a shot glass size of water, keep this in your medicine cabinet or in your bathroom, and you can just do a drop of spearmint and your water and swish it, and that can be your mouthwash. And you don't have to, you can kick all those commercial mouthwashes to the curb and really get a good health benefit here. So that's another easy thing to do. And then last but not least is tongue scraping. And I have to hurry because my computer battery is about to completely die. And so if I get cut off, you guys will know why. And tongue scraping, you can use this. I'll put the link in the shop feature in Amazon that you can get this. This is a copper tongue scraper. If you've never heard about that, you guys, our tongues hold the most bacteria. Oh my gosh, the most bacteria in our mouth. So if you're not cleaning your tongue, you are only doing half the job. And if you're still having bad breath at all, this is going to be your tool. This is going to be your new best friend. And I will caution you, as you start using it, it will become addictive to use. So you will do this at the end of your toothbrushing. When you go to spit, you will take this and you will scrape. I'm going to show this as if this is your tongue. You will scrape the front to the back. If you have a hyperactive gag reflex or something, don't go as far back. But if you can go farther back, scrape and rinse. Scrape and rinse, and do it 2 or 3 times. Scrape and rinse each time. Scrape and rinse, or you can do scrape and wipe. Your Omni wipes will be a good tool for this. If you don't have your Omni wipes, you can see our video, our Free Friday video on how to make those, but you can use your Omni wipes for that as well. But clean off all of that gunk. And I tell you, do not Google tongue scraping because you will be grossed out. Don't do it. And I'm serious, you want to do it. Okay, but scrape it off and rinse it off. And so comment below, what is going to be your one takeaway today that you're going to incorporate into your oil routine that's going to change and up level your health? Tell me what you're going to do. Don't forget to store these in a cool, dry place and do it on an empty stomach. Have I inspired you to get greedy and make at least one change? Comment below with the one thing you're going to shift in your routine. I'm going to sign off. If you're new to oils or new to doTERRA, comment below with newbie, and we'll be sure to reach out to you. If you have a wellness advocate who's helping you already, reach out to that person. However, if that's us, we will reach out, have set up quick appointment to just learn more about your specific needs. And then you can decide if incorporating oils into your lifestyle is right for you, and we can help you do that. We have a great support system in helping you get started if you choose that this is the right fit for you. So don't forget to go back to the beginning and get that link to catch all the recipes and DIYs for free. Next week, we are up-leveling our smoothies by talking about how easy it is to make smoothies and add in those superfoods to up-level your health. Okay, so I'll post the links for the charcoal powder, the tongue scraper, and the oil pulling YouTube video below. So check those out in the comments. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.